This is going to be a reading for Sagittarius. This is going to be a love reading for Sagittarius for the month of June. Okay, Sagittarius, let's see what's going on. I'm actually hearing fairies. And there's a lot of movement in the water that's next to me. Somewhere that it's hot, and you might just be waking up, and maybe you're on vacation. You might be in a cabin. I'm smelling like someone's in a cabin. I see them laying in bed, almost like a bunk bed. Okay, so let's see what is going on. You're being given something you have never had. This is the first time that you've ever had a love that's like this, and it looks like maybe you're traveling on an island. I'm thinking about the San Juans specifically, with this area down here. You might be an artist, or maybe you're on a retreat and you have met this person on this retreat. And you're feeling like you're really welcoming what's happening, because recently your family, in your family life, you've had a lot of upheaval, you've had a lot of inward fighting. There has been a passing of someone and a lot of sibling rivalry that sort happens. The specifics here is related to this wand being cut off. If you can see that, the wand is cut off here, and it goes into, or the sword is cut off into the wand. Okay, so maybe the wand is cut off. Okay, maybe your tie with your spiritual connection has been cut, maybe by your family. That seems very intentional. So, you know, I read the imagery a lot to pull the story with whatever else is coming. Oh, yeah. And you're feeling so like a young girl. Like everything is very new and like very light and excited and jovial. And whoever you're with is bringing you this life that you haven't had in probably, I'm seeing 10 years, a decade. I'm hearing a decade. And this is what they're wanting you to see, is that you have potential, and you generally count yourself out for the things that you want. So it's important to allow yourself to say what it is that you want, because this is a reminder that the life that you seek is possible. And you can notice the dogs here, and there looks like there's a person, but I'm not sure. And this is a guardian that's watching you. So there's someone that's watching out for you, and it doesn't seem like, okay, it's related to this. So you haven't been able to be in contact with them. I don't think that they're alive. I think that they are a guide or an angel, or maybe I'm getting a grandmother that stays with you. And so if you notice the pictures here, she is protecting whatever it was that you were too afraid to talk to your siblings about. She's protecting. She's the protector of that. So again, this is the main energy of the reading. And this is related to an offer and an opportunity that you deserve. And there was a falling out with your mother, specifically your mother. Maybe she's going through a divorce and or a separation, or she could be sick and like something just got into my throat. So maybe she's sick. Maybe she is fighting something internally that has to do with her lungs. So I'm not sure, but your family's coming through a lot. So let's see more about what this opportunity is with this childlike love here. You were waiting for a long time, and you had felt defeated, like nothing was going to come in, like, and you were trying all of these options. You've already tried all of these options. You were, you know, talking with friends, meeting with people you hadn't known, going on blind dates, that sort of thing. And so from this dark place, you were trying to fill your own cup. You were trying to find something that gave you this fulfillment. And you have found it. You found, in doing those things, you were able to find a love of being alone, very strongly being alone. Maybe you didn't have to take care of your siblings anymore, and you were able to be independent for the first time. So this opportunity is coming in essentially because you have paid your dues. You have taken care of your family for a long time. And I do think you're an artist or a creator, like maybe a potter. I'm seeing someone who's at a wheel. And again, like in crafts, you're an artisan of some sort, and you're on many of you are on an island or at a retreat. And you're just focused on that, what's happening. So, yeah, this love is a new you. This is the you that you are now, and you were waiting for so long for this. This is the beginning that's coming to you, and it's going to come while you're working and figuring out how it is to create this new life, to create your craft, whatever that craft is, that artisan craft. Maybe you're a jeweler. I'm seeing someone walking along a fence, like those wooden fences that are along, like a lot of, the Blue Ridge Parkway, like it's along a prairie, right along a road. Like maybe you're taking lots of walks outside. You're spending a lot of time outside. This is going to be the space where you find this comfort in this earthing quality. And it seems like this is where you may be able to get in touch with this Knight of Cups. Wow. Look, and the Knight is looking right at the Queen right here. The Knight is looking right at the Queen. And he has been looking for something. He wasn't, whoever he is, or she, again, you can totally flip the genders, definitely. It seems like he works, he works on the water, and he might be a fisherman. He's like a very outdoorsy person. At least this person, again, this is specific. This can be whoever. This can also be someone who's just like a builder, an architect, very hands-on, very earthed. And I was hearing, they said that I can't. They said that I can't. And you are now in a point where you can, and you're confident. You're not afraid of the things you were afraid of before. Exactly. You are saying Ace of Swords. You are saying exactly what it is that you want, and everything is fertile. Everything is in bloom. Everything is growing here. And you can see this bed of flowers is so, the composition is aligned. The alignment in this card alone is enough to describe what's happening. It looks like a set of fireworks. That is what's happening. This is a celebration. This is an absolute celebration of a new partnership, definitely. And a new life, essentially. Comfort and community. The Four of Acorns. I generally read this as like 4 pillars, and I always see like a large building. It's almost like it's Greek with big 4 columns in the scroll style archway. That's what I imagine when I generally read this card, which is just this large, firm community, this home space. And what about with how does your family feel about this? You have daughters, and they don't know really, they don't understand where you are mentally, because it seems like they're in their early 20s, so they're doing their own thing. The Four of Crystals. Serenity. And you see, it looks like, oh, I'm probably going to get the animal wrong, but it's in water. It looks like an otter. I don't think it's an otter. It's something like that. But they're also both creatures that live in the water. So you may be a water sign, or that might be where your Venus is, those sorts of things. But that element is very important for you in creating the life that you want. That's a really important position. Yeah. Look, you have to use the water in order to create the life that you want. That is an essential element for you. So if you don't know how to use elements to feed and nourish the soul and the body, just start reading about element. Just start reading anything that you're interested in. You have to, there's a note here that wants to be passed, that you will find comfort in reading these things that you haven't been able to before because you've been so busy. I think it's because your kids are finally moving. They're finally moving along, so that's why you now have this opportunity. This is a really, wow, like such a friendly space, and really beautiful imagery I've seen throughout this entire reading. So remember that I'm going to leave you with the first card that was pulled, which is the Ace of Pentacles. And that is what you should focus on and bring in water in your life in order to stay aligned with what it is that you want. All right, thank you so much.